Good evening. My name is Joseph Attila Lukács, and this is my personal experience speech. Here is my audience.
Hi.
Since I always try to focus on positive things, tonight I would like to share you a good experience instead of sharing a bad one. For me, a good experience occurred every time I had the chance to spend time with my good old friends somewhere in the nature, far, far away from the modern world, from the work stress, from emails, phone calls, internet, or even TV. In 2010, together with three friends, we did a 5-day vacation in highest mountain peaks of the Carpathian Mountains in my country. The year 2010 was a very busy and stressful year for all four of us. Therefore, we were very anxious for the vacation finally to arrive. As soon as we reached the mountains and we started to climb higher and higher, the view just mesmerized us and the stress disappeared right away. We established our base camp by the bank of a little glacier lake surrounded by huge, massive cliffs, and suddenly any sign of human civilization completely disappeared from around us. There was no electricity, there was no internet, no TV. We didn't even have service on our phone. We were just one with the stunning nature that surrounded us, and we couldn't believe how peaceful it is. The nights were clear, and we've never even seen the stars so crisp before, since any source of artificial lights was far, far away from us. The stars seemed like we were watching them from the space. We've spent most of the nights watching shooting stars, and after a while we basically run out of ideas to make wishes. Each day we explored different trails to the different peaks of the area, and the second day we started to conquer the highest peak. This trail was the most challenging because of the rough and dangerous terrain and even very scary. We also had to stick with the 12-hour round trip because it was very important for us to get back to the camp before dark, otherwise we would have been in big trouble. We've made it just in time, but the experience was incredible. The peak was so narrow that I hardly had the courage to stand up, but honestly I didn't even want it to stand up. I could have just sit there for hours and enjoy the view. And the whole experience was even more amplified by the perfect weather, which at that altitude is considered unusual. There was just a couple white clouds beyond us, and above us was the clear blue sky with hot, beautiful sunshine. We could see the whole mountain range, and we actually felt like we were on the top of the world. We were just sitting there, all four of us, speechless, watching the deep valleys, the lakes, the mountains, and we couldn't believe how beautiful the view is. The return to the civilization had the strongest influence in realizing what an incredible experience the whole trip was. When our phones picked up service and the emails, the phone calls, the messages, they all brought us back to reality. When after 5 days of complete isolation, we suddenly had to use our wallets, then we realized what an incredible experience it was to be united with nature, far away from the modern world, from the work stress. It was like a beautiful dream waking up in the Monday morning when the weekly routine is about to start all over again. Thank you very much for listening.